Dear students, I am very happy to talk to you through this video. Today our topic is an approach to English exam. You are all going to write public exam. You have completed your Tamil exam successfully and you are going to write English exam. This video is for higher secondary students, both plus 1 and plus 2. How to write exam, how to prepare for the exam, how to make an approach to this exam. This is going to be very useful. I am not going to waste your time. Straight away going to the video. This video is segmented into 4 parts. In first part, I will discuss the 5 mark questions. In second part, 3 mark questions. In third part, 2 mark questions. Finally, we will discuss 1 mark questions. So, if you want to know how to write 5 mark questions, you can see the first part. If you want to see how to write all 1 mark questions, then go to the last part. So, you can forward it, you can backward it, you can pause it and you can read it. Repeatedly you can listen to it, or if you want you can see one more time. It's not an issue. Therefore, I am just telling you, first 5 marks, secondly 3 marks, then 2 marks, then first mark, then 1 mark. First let us take 5 marks. It's a high time you started preparing. Alright. So, you have almost studied, you have put in very amazing effort so far, I have seen. But how to write 5 mark questions? In first 41 to 47 you have 5 mark questions, right? The 41st question will be prose paragraph. You have studied prose paragraph. Mostly the first 2 will be asked generally. We can predict easily. And you have studied it. How to write? I will tell you how to write. You take a fresh page in the exam, completely fresh page. This is for both prose and supplementary paragraph, right? You will be asked to write a paragraph. Either or. Say either or question, you please choose the one you are familiar with. Okay. First write the title of the prose. Then you write the name of the author. Then you write the characters. Characters 1, 2, 3, 4, write the characters. Then write the theme. Then you start writing the paragraph. It may be of 1.5 or sometimes 2 pages. You just write without any mistakes. Please see that the teacher, English teacher, one who is going to correct your papers should never find any kind of mistakes. The paragraph, I mean flawless paragraph without any mistakes, will fetch you 4.5 marks. That is the maximum marks that is given to a paragraph. If you find, if teachers find mistakes in your paragraph, your marks will be reduced. Please see that you are writing a paragraph and check for the mistakes. If you find any mistakes in your own writing, please correct it. So, write a paragraph without any mistakes. Alright. Second, you have poem paragraph. Similarly, when you write poem paragraph, you have already studied. Please write the name of the poem. Next, you write name of the poet. Okay. Then you don't write characters because we don't have any characters in poem paragraph, right? You can straight away you can start writing your lines. You are not going to split up this paragraph into small paragraph. That's very important. You may lose your marks in case you do it. Please remember, you never split your big paragraph into small paragraphs. That's very important, right? So you are writing your poem paragraph. There you can include poetic lines, 2 or 3 poetic lines, then line continues, then line continues, then poetic lines. Okay. So you will write minimum 2 pages of poem paragraph. Here also, the main thing I would like to impress upon you at this point of time is please never make any mistakes. English teachers will never appreciate the perfect paragraphs. They are looking only for the mistakes because obviously they want to reduce your marks. Therefore, it is your part that you should be very cautious enough that you never make any kind of mistakes. Understand? Very good. So, prose paragraph and non-detailed paragraph. For both you are writing characters and then you start writing. For poem, you straight away you start writing your paragraph. Now and then you include poetic lines. All right? Okay. And next you have note making. Next you have note making. How to write note making? I have told you repeatedly, but in spite of it, some of you are making mistakes. It's either or question. Either you will be making notes or you will be summarizing, right? Making notes will be you are going to write a title first for making notes. Write the title note, making note. Don't forget to write the question number, then subtitle, then put A, then subtitle, then 2 points. 2 points you will write. Then put B, one more subtitle after reading the paragraph. Okay. Then C, one more subtitle. It can go up to 4 or 5, D and E sometimes. Sometimes you will get E also. This is how you must write. And some students are making dash, dash, dash. No, this is not the way to write. This is the correct method of writing, note making, right? Okay. Summary writing you all know. Summary writing you all know, right? You are writing rough draft, then you are writing something, leaving out all unwanted explanations, unwanted words. Then you are writing fair draft. In fair draft, you are giving a title, right? Title, then you are writing, you are drafting your fair draft. Title is very, very important, okay? You can cut the rough draft, okay? Even if you don't cut, that's not a problem. Some students will all like this or like this. That's not an issue, okay? In any way you can do it. Even if you leave as it is, it's not a problem, right? Similarly, some students ask whether we have to count all the words, number of words in the rough draft, number of words in the fair draft. It is totally unnecessary. If you have time, you can count and write, but marks will not be given for that, right? But here, whatever it is, whether it's a note making or summary writing, what teachers are expecting is perfect handwriting, very clear, legible writing. It should look beautiful. Then it fetches you marks. It deserves mark, 5 marks. If you are deleting, if you are correcting, if you are doing a lot of mistakes in it, obviously you will lose your marks, right? Clear? So you must write without any deletion, any kind of correction in this question. Okay. And next comes letter writing. I think you have written number of letters, both personal letters, official letters, and also responding to the advertisement, right? Okay. So let me talk about responding to the advertisement. That's very important. Okay. You will find this question in all kinds of questions. So what are you going to do with it? First, you write from, right? From. Then XXX, YYY, YYY. comma, comma, full stop. This is very essential, right? These are very important. So, a from does not take comma. This is wrong. If you put comma, that's going to be wrong. Okay, only from. Then go for to. To also does not take any kind of comma or colon or semicolon. Okay, some people will write like this. They'll put colon like this, semicolon. No way, this is right. Right? Clear? To address. From where you write to address? In the advertisement column, you have to address. Okay. In advertisement, you have to address. You can write it. Clear? Right. Then you go for respected teacher. So respected manager or the person whom you are writing the letter. Okay, it's a covering letter, right? So this is how you must start. Respected sir or madam. Okay, comma. It takes comma. It takes comma with reference to your advertisement. I have given you, right? I have given you in your classwork note, right? With reference to your advertisement, in the into dated. After writing dated, you are not writing on. Dated, you put last week's date. Okay. I would like to apply for the post off. Okay, I have given you clearly. Please see that you don't make any kind of mistakes. Then, after writing it, write thanking you, yours, okay, faithfully, comma, XX, your name. Here, thanking you. Thanking you, right? Actually, thanking you. Here, yours faithfully, correct? You should not write thank you. When we are speaking in person, we are just telling thank you. But in letters, we are always writing thanking you. Yours. This is where you make mistakes because for yours, you are writing apostrophe. Apostrophe. Okay, that is quite wrong because your small class, your teachers may have taught like that. Please never repeat the mistakes of putting this apostrophe. Simply write yours faithfully. That's enough, right? Okay. Then go for a biodata. You all know what's biodata, right? Biodata, for writing biodata, you have to give 4 important details. Of course, you are giving name, father's name, date of birth, address, okay, education qualification, reference number, all these things. At least 10 items you are giving, right? But out of these 10, 4 are very important because marks are given only for that 4. What are they? They are date of birth. Very, very important. Then address, educational qualification, sometimes experience. Each fetches you half mark, totally 2 marks. Okay. Here, this covering letter will have 3 marks sometimes. So this is how marks are split and marks are awarded, right? While papers are corrected. Please remember all these things. That's very important. Next, you have spotting errors, right? In spotting error, you have few basic things. That is, for example, articles. You have articles, right? A and the. Where you are going to write. Sometimes, for all vowel sounds, you put A, put N. For all vowel sounds, right? Mostly they ask these kind of things. For example, is AMLA, AMLA, AMP. So when you say M, it takes only the vowel sound, so write an. Okay, and MP sometimes an, right? Then there are things where you don't put an. For example, university. This question is very often asked. University, then European, unique. Okay. In spotting error, they will give an university, an European, an unique solution. Okay. For all these things, they take only a, not an. Okay, these 3. I find these 3 questions very often. Okay, this is very, very essential. One more important thing in um, spotting error is singular plural. Okay, for example, so everybody in my class, everybody, okay, everybody, each one, okay, everybody, each, all these things, they refer to all people, but it takes only a singular verb. Everybody is present in my class. Everybody is present. So they will give you everybody are present in my class. Okay. So it is going to be everybody is, not are. They will give you are. If it is passes, they will give you where. Instead of where, you will write was. Okay. Everybody was present yesterday. So these are some of the singular plural questions. Sometimes they will give staffs. Staffs wrong. Staff is right? Sceneries. Scenery is right, not sceneries, right? Personals. Police personals. Police are, not police is. So polices are personals. Okay. Only personal, right? So similarly, aircrafts. Only aircraft, not aircrafts, right? So all these singular plural questions will be asked. Okay. Next, you have some important combinations. These combinations will not come. For example, but, though he worked hard but he failed, though he studied well but he failed, both will not come. Okay, both are enemies to each other, both will not come a sentence. Either though, you must use though or but. Delete one, that will be correct, right? Similarly, as and so. As he is suffering from fever, so he is unable to come. It's wrong answer. So will come or as will come. One more thing is, if, in case, both are same. If, in case, suppose, all give only one meaning. In case it is wrong. If or in case or suppose. Clear? These are very important spotting errors. Then spotting error, either our question will be homophones and tense and modal verbs. Please see that you prepare all these things. Then finally, in 5 more questions, finally you have comprehension. That's very easy. Comprehension started very long back when you studied 600, right? So comprehension is very easy. Prose comprehension will be given and 5 questions will be given. Don't miss it out. Either question will be sometimes semantic field. That's also very easy, right? So how to write comprehension questions? So your teachers might have taught you. I have also given you a clear explanation. First you read questions, then you go and read all the paragraph. You will mark. You will find out the correct answer. Okay, this is don't miss this question. This is very important. Don't miss this question. Don't go for other questions. Then we are just passing on to 3 more questions, right? So 3 more questions. What are the 3 more questions? First, 31 to 40. 31, question number 31 to 40. So you have to write 7 marks, right? 7 questions. So 31. So ERC will be there. ERC will be asked from the poem, right? ERC, outright ERC. So many questions, so many students repeatedly ask me outright ERC questions. So ERC, please write the given title first. Given lines, poetic lines will be given. Question number 31, 32, 33, right? You'll be asked, right? You'll be asked to write 2 ERC, 3 will be given. So in writing ERC, please write reference first. Reference, okay? Reference. These lines are taken from the poem. Write the poem line, write the poem title. Written by the poet. Written by the poet. Clear? Okay, I am not going to write here. This line is taken from the poem name, written by the poet name. Finished. Okay, sometimes you get 2 marks, sometimes you get 1 mark. Okay, then go for explanation. Explanation. You read the paragraph, right? From that paragraph, you write few lines that are quite related to this line. Okay, right? From that particular poem, you write few 4 or 5 lines. For example, the poet explains, poet elaborates, poet says, poet explains, poet illustrates. You start like that, right? So this is how some people will write context. If you want, you can write. If you want to leave it, not a problem. Context is whom the poet is talking to. Okay. So explanation is very important. Sometimes it gets 1 mark, sometimes it gets 2 marks. Sometimes it gets 2 marks, sometimes it gets one mark. Then finally you write, go for comment. Look at the spelling. It is not comment, it's comment, C-O-M-M-E-N-T. That's very important, right? While writing comment, you write a proverb or a quotation which is quite related to this, or write a moral story or some essence or a theme of the particular poem. So reference, explanation, comment. If you go for context, not a problem, but that does not fetch you marks, right? So reference very important. Reference is important. Explanation is important. Comment is also for comment mark is not given, but we are just writing comment. We are implying the teacher who is correcting the paper that I am very confident of my answer. This is what all about ERC, right? Then you have short answers from the prose, right? We have 4 prose. Leave out all deleted portions. Then start preparing all the short answers, very important. So generally they ask very clear cut questions with clear answers. It's easy, okay. Revise one time. If you have doubt, you can write and see. Sometimes have writing practice. This is very easy, and you'll be asked to write 2 only out of 3, right? Then short answers over. I think you're clear with short answer, right? They are very easy, very easy. When you please revise it, okay, carefully. And then we go for general 3 mark questions. What are the general 3 mark questions? Pie chart, bar chart, or pie chart. We have bar chart or pie chart, or data interpretation. That is called data interpretation. A pie chart will be given, okay. It will be round, right? A bar chart will be given. We have x-axis and y-axis bar chart, right? Okay, x-axis, y-axis bar chart. Pie chart will be like this, okay, round. So here you need not be very pensive. We need not work so much about the calculation, all these things. What they are trying to ask, get from you is whether you are able to understand what is given. Okay, they will ask you to write only 3 points about this. Okay, only 3 points about this. Sometimes they will ask you questions also. It is very easy. Never miss out this one. Please never miss, right? Next you have process writing. Process writing. Go for process writing. Never leave this question. Process writing, minimum you just take write five points one by one. Write process writing. Even if you do not know anything about the process writing, for example, if you have not gone to any bank to open an account, for example, question comes, how to open a bank account? You do not know anything about it, but we can write. So take Aadhaar card and money, obviously they need, okay. Take photocopy, okay, passport size photo. Then take some money, then go to bank, approach the manager or meet the manager and tell him that I want to open an account. Then he will, next point, he will give me a form to fill it. I will sit and fill the form and I will affix my photograph. I will submit. Then I will give the money. Then he opens account for me. Even if you do not know anything, you can write process. Process of making coffee, process of making tea, process of fixing the puncture, anything. Never leave anything. Process of preparing a favorite dish. Never miss because never miss it. This gives you all full marks. Okay. If you ask me a question, even sometimes how to fly an helicopter, do I know? Do you know? Nobody knows, but I can write it. How to fly an helicopter? I do not know, but I can write the process. Okay. I can wear the suit first, then I can wear the helmet, then I'll I will go there and open the door and I will sit in the pilot's seat. Clear? Next point. Then I will close all the doors. Next point, I will fasten, I will put on the seat belt. Next point, I will start the engine. Next point, I will start flying. Really, I do not know how to fly an helicopter, but I can write the process. What I am meant to say is, please never miss, my dear students, never miss process writing. Okay, you will get all 3 marks. Okay. Next, you have jumbled sentences. Sometimes proverbs you will have. Proverbs will be there. So don't go for proverbs unless you know clearly. Okay. Because we need 3 marks. Don't miss out any marks. Okay. Well, if you do not know, don't go for it. Go for other questions, right? Okay. Next, you have sometimes email writing also. They may ask. Okay. Sometimes expansion of proverb are quite gentle. It's going to be gentle. Then finally you have constructed dialogue. Okay, dialogue construction. At least minimum 5 exchanges. That's very easy, right? You start with 2 persons will start wishing each other good morning. Okay, they are exchanging few sentences. Then finally one is telling thank you. One more is telling you're welcome. One is telling thank you. One more is telling you're welcome. So this is how you are writing your all 3 marks. Never miss anything in this general part. Okay. Then I am just going to 2 more questions. 2 more questions. 21 to 30. We have 2 more questions. Okay. 21 to 30. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. You have poem appreciation. What you have is poem appreciation. You will be given 6. Out of 6, you are going to answer 4. Please choose all the 4 where you know both the questions A and B, right? So each question will have 2 questions, right? So here 2 mark, here 2 mark. So you must choose the questions which you are familiar with. This is very, very easy. Okay, prepare very well. And while reading this appreciation, please read the poem glossary also. That's very important. Poem glossary is very important, right? Never miss out it. Okay. Then also give order given in your guides and other materials. Okay. So it will be easy, and also while writing figure of speech, very careful. Okay. So when simile is identified with has and like. So when you see has and like, 2 things are compared using as and like, it's going to be simile. When compared, okay, non-identical 2 things are compared without has and without like, it's going to be a metaphor. Personification is something the poet is giving and treating non-animate, inanimate object into a human being. He personifies, making things into a person, non-living into living. That is called personification, right? Please see that in zoomorphism and other few alliterated words, right? Alliterated words are very important. In a line, they will ask you to choose the alliterated words. Okay, so at least 2 words will have will start with consonant sound. Okay, assonance is different. That will start with vowel sounds. But here, alliterated words start with consonant sounds, right? Only sound, not only the letters, but only the sound. Okay, please remember. Then you have from 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. These are very important topic. What are they? They are grammar part. Okay, they are grammar part. What are the grammar part? You have degrees of comparison. Okay, voice. Then conditional class, right? Conditional class you have. Then you have transformation of sentence or simple, compound, complex sentences. Finally, you have reported speech. Reported speech. So I have already given all these things, I have taught all these things very clearly, right? Degrees of comparison, we have three methods I have given you very clearly. Please see that the table columns are remembered carefully. Okay. For example, if you say Dhoni is the best player in the world. Dhoni is the best player in the world, right? That is one model. Okay, change into comparative. Dhoni is better than any other player in the world, right? No other player in the world is as good as Dhoni, right? Then one more model is Dhoni is one of the best players, right? One of the best players. That is another model, right? When you have one of the, we have in many other or most other in comparative degree. Okay, Dhoni is better than many other players in the world, right? Or most other players in the world. Okay, then positive will start with very few players in the world are as good as Dhoni. This is how you distinguish, find the difference between two models and write it, and very easy. And voice also, I have given you change active into passive, passive into active. I have given you in the classroom. Okay, please see that. If you have any doubt, please get it clarified now and then, right? Simple, compound, complex has been given already. Enough examples have been given. Still, if you have doubt, you can ask. Simple sentence will have only one sentence with only one verb, right? Simple sentence will have only one verb in a sense. It's only one sentence with one verb, right? In complex, we have one main class, one subordinate class, at least one subordinate class in complex, right? Compound means connect. Compound means two main classes connected by coordinating conjunctions, right? So compound sentence minimum we have two main classes, right, connected. So I have given you enough examples, go through it. You have ample of time, right? You have ample of time. Please go through. If you get any doubt, please get it clarified. Don't hesitate to ask any kind of doubt, right? So these, so here 4 will be given. 4 questions will be given. They can choose anything. Reported speech also. In reported speech, you have two types. One is dialogue will be given, and you are going to write a report. So everything should be in past tense, right? Then change the direct into indirect, indirect into direct. Okay, direct to indirect is very easy. I have given you the structure of transformation, how you are transferring all these things. For example, is and am transfers into was. I mean to say all present tense. Please remember, all present tense are changed into past tense. When all past tense are given, they are changed into past participle. Okay, then time change. Now changes into then. Today changes into that day. Yesterday changes into the previous day. You all know that, right? Here, while writing, if you are choosing reported speech, please see that you are double checking it. Okay, you are double checking it. What you are going to check it? What you are going to check it? Whether present is changed into past. Okay, for example, go. Go should be changed to went. Give changes into, give is changes into gave. So present changes into past, right? Then second, past changes into past participle, right? For example, gave is given, gave. So it should be changed into had given. Did not give is given, had not given. Did not give, had not given. Went, had gone, right? So past changes into past participle. So you must check this. This is very essential. This is very, very essential, my dear students. This is very, very essential. Okay? Okay, fine. We'll go for 1 mark. Then 1 mark. Synonym, antonym. First, synonym. Okay? For all the prose lessons, you read synonyms. And that's very important, right? Okay? If you are not reading, you will not be answering confidently. Therefore, please prepare very well. You have already prepared. Please see that you prepare thoroughly, right? Then while answering antonyms, you got to be double cautious, right? Why I should be very cautious while I'm answering antonyms? For example, for synonyms, directly we know the meaning, we write it. For antonym, we must know the meaning of the given word. Then we must think about the possible opposite. That's why sometimes students make mistakes. Okay, in synonym we go for direct meaning and write it. But antonym, we must think about the meaning, right, first, synonym first. Then we must think about the possible opposite. Therefore, we must twice think while answering antonyms. Please remember, some students come to me and saying that, sir, I have written, instead of antonym, I have written synonym, sir. That's wrong. If you're worrying after submitting all your papers, if you're coming out and worrying, that is useless worry, right? We cannot do anything. Therefore, you got to be very careful. At the same time, while reading 1 mark questions, whatever the subject, not only English, whatever the subject, all 1 mark questions, when you read it twice, thrice, understand properly. Sometimes no will be there someplace. Sometimes not will be there someplace. Okay, wow. So not will be there, no will be there. You have to be very, very careful in answering this. Okay. Then antonym, one more piece of information, very important piece of information is, sometimes antonyms are asked from the supplementary. Okay. Please remember, antonyms are asked from supplementary. Don't leave up supplementary just like that. Okay. Go for meaning. When you understand meaning for supplementary, you will be able to answer the opposite. Okay. Because last time, even before last time, we had 2 questions asked from the supplementary. As far as this antonym is concerned, this is very important. So please read supplementary, glossary and meaning and possible antonyms. Clear? Okay. Then you have all other as many as 20 items like relative pronoun, okay, phrasal verbs, so many things. Okay, you have so many different kind of items. When you read the ordinary guides, now you will be able to answer all 17 questions. Only 2 or 3 questions will be asked from your previous knowledge of English or knowledge of English that you acquired somewhere outside the classroom. For example, when you are listening to news, when you are reading newspaper, when you expose yourself to so many English speaking people, you will be able to answer all the questions, because 1 or 2 questions will be quite general. Please use your common sense to answer it. Sometimes they ask you like this, okay, but 17 questions are only from your materials and the guides, damn sure, okay, right? Therefore, a relative pronoun, sometimes, what is a relative pronoun? Okay, we must use who, whose, whom, okay, which or that, okay, which or that, then where, sometimes, okay. The person dash is standing there is my uncle. The person who is standing there is my uncle. He is my friend. Whose pen I am using is my friend. Whose pen I am. This is a man by whom I was taught English. This is a man. This is a sir. This is a man by whom I was taught English, right? So this is the pen that I bought yesterday, which I bought yesterday, right? Okay. So for things we are using, which that for being human being we are using who, whose, whom, and place. This is the hospital where I was born. It was Chennai where I was born, right? So all places will have where. Okay. Please remember, this is very important in 1 mark, and also in 1 marks you have one more question generally asked, that is condition classes. For example, if I were a bird, I dash fly. Okay, I would fly easily. Okay, if I were a bird, I would fly. Not I will fly. I would fly. Here also they sometimes they will change the question. Okay, here they will give would. Okay, here they will give would. Right? Here they will give would. Here they will ask. They will give form verb. That's right. Generally, students will write, if I am a bird, I would fly. No, this is wrong. This is incorrect, right? What is correct? I were. Okay, if I were a bird. This question is very, very essential. Many times I can see it repeated number of times, dear students. Don't miss out this question. And also one more tricky question is there. That is, for example, if I, okay, add money, I dash give you. If I had money, I dash give you. What could be the possible answer? Some of you will go for the answer would have given, would have given, would have given. That is wrong. That is wrong, right? Then what could be this? Would, correct. Okay. Would give. On seeing had, you are misguided, right? You are carried off. On seeing had, that's wrong. Okay, that's quite incorrect. So when you have, this is a main verb. So if I have money, I will give you, right? If I have money, I will give you. If I had, I would give you. If I had money, I would have given you. If I had money, if I had money, I would have given you. Please remember, if I have money, I will give you. If I had money, I would give you. If I had money, I would have given you. These two questions are very important as far as my knowledge is concerned, right? So don't make mistakes. This is where students are making mistakes, right? Then very general phrases and idioms, okay? Yellow streak is a covered eyes. Then is in 11th hour, the last hour, right? On cloud 9, very happy. So there are 15 to 10 generally used idioms. Repeatedly they are asked, okay? And also sometimes expansion. So common expansion sometimes there are chances to ask in the field of computers because they are very, very important. They keep changing, right? From computers, you know, they will ask you a few questions related to expansion. Okay, please get to know that. That's very important, right? Then you have phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs, very common phrasal verbs. For example, I can give a few examples. I give. For example, put off. Okay, put on. Okay, you have put up. Okay, put up with. Okay, put by. Put by. Okay, these are very important. Then give up, then give in. Okay, take off. Okay, come upon. Okay, or come across, like. So these are very important repeatedly asked phrasal verbs. For example, give up. For example, first take put by. What is put by? Do you remember? Put by means save. So your dad saves money. Your dad puts up so much of money in the bank, right? So save, right? So put off, postpone things. Never put off. It's a procrastination, right? Otherwise called. So never postpone things. Don't put off things, right? Put on. You put on your new shirt for your festivals, right? Then you have put up. People will ask you, especially during interview time, where do you put up? Where do you put up? Where do you stay? Temporarily, okay? Stay, this is very important question. Where do you stay? Where do you put up? Where do you stay? Then you have put up, bad, tolerate. So I'm talking so much, please tolerate. So you will probably get all these things. Then give up, stop. Okay, give up. He gave up his all his bad habits, right? Give up, stop. S-T-O-P, stop. Okay. Then giving, surrender. Never giving to others. Surrender. Ukraine never gives in to Russia, right? Then take off, leave the ground. The flight is going to take off. The flight takes off, leave the ground. Take off your shirt, okay? Unfasten your shirt, right? Then come upon. So meet somebody unexpectedly. Meet somebody unexpectedly. So this is called came upon. So these are quite gentle, right? Okay. So other questions. We are running short time. Therefore, please see that you are preparing all the 1 mark questions. If you have any doubt, you can immediately ask me, get it clarified. Okay, I am always available to all my students. Please, you have ample of time. Please never miss. 1 minute is 1 mark. Convert 1 minute into 1 mark. It's all in your hands. All the best. God bless you. Okay. Please always get it clarified. We are ready. All the teachers are ready to clarify all your doubts at any time. Okay, all the best. Please try to make maximum mark. One more important thing is, sometimes in the examination hall, what will happen is, sometimes you may ask others, you may have the right answer in you, okay, you know the right answer, okay. Sometimes we do not trust our ability, we trust on other people, sometimes copy from other people, sometimes invigilator also might tell you some of the wrong answers when you are asking. Don't do all these unwanted things in the classroom, while writing examination. Be confident, prepare well, be confident. All the best. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much.